Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. There's been a double murder. It's crazy. I didn't expect that. Except, I'm trying to think back. Have we had a double? I'm pretty sure we've had a double murder before. It's not jumping out at me, but we've definitely had one. Let's talk to everyone. I said things that my DualShock 4 battery level is low. That made Tenko look suspicious. And now this. I'm sorry, Tenko.
Stop it.
Cried later.
What?
Whoa, yeah, oof. I mean, that's kind of how I feel too, but it's a little abrupt to say that. Huh?
Because.
Crying will bring Tenko back. But, and if we don't investigate thoroughly, we'll die too.
Okay.
I need to find the truth and pin down the culprit. For Tenko and all of us.
I guess.
You're right. Tenko would want us to figure it out so she'd have no regrets. That would be the best way to apologize. Now, I feel Tenko would be the type to want no regrets. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that old meme. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. Yes, it is. We've placed it. It's heavy. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the David cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. It's pretty heavy. The wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly,
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls. That's oddly specific.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you ever touched a woman besides your own mother? Oh, damn! What?
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Anyway,
Is this?
if this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out easily.
okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. I'm seriously hurt. But I've leveled up, so it's aight. What's up with this white cloth? It's the white sheet we used for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kyo was the one who removed it. Yeah, you can definitely see the floorboard move, which is quite suspicious. This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque, and on the back. Look, there's a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet.
But
no hole in the fabric, which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed underneath the cloth. This is such a confusing way to die. I don't get it. What? Okay, well, the magic circle's ruined. It's the magic circle that Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
oh dear.
It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well.
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
What?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous. I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my butt.
I'm right already.
Shut up, I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
Hey.
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Magic circle Kyo drew's been added. Tenko's body. Okay, so first off, the stone. Is it anything special? There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be, yeah, the marker stone. Because how... Rest your forehead, so then how would it get to her neck? How would you hit her neck? Tenko had her forehead on the rock hunched over. She had to make herself small enough to fit inside the cage. How would you do that? Tenko's body. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is a stab wound to the neck. This wound is fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear a scream during the seance. Wait, there was the thud. She didn't say a word, but there was the thud. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death might not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything except die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course, quick deaths are my specialty. I mean, that's good. Well, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. And she was in a cage. Right, I don't see an obvious murder weapon. This could be a clue. How the heck? Yeah, so there's blood on top of the cage. This is the cage used in the seance.
is this?
It looks to be about 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. How just... Oh, I can't even think of something right now. Like, it has to be something small, like a needle, but how? During the seance, Kokichi and I covered the Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey,
That seems important. Hey, look at this.
is this?
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood. Yeah, I mean, who else?
That's
But
true.
yeah, I imagine so. The splatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. Wait a sec, I'm starting to have an idea. Did Kyo... Okay. Wait. I have a feeling... But the body discovery announcement played. But what if Angie's not dead? And it's the Mana kids who accidentally set up the alarm. And we were supposed to witness here a body change trick with Tenko to make it seem like she's alive, to prove that Atua exists. Kyo's involved because he wanted this to be a thing. I'm just guessing right now. And then Angie would have gone under there. She would have said a few things, and then, you know... Ooh, I have thoughts. I have thoughts indeed. That's my thought right now. Is there's a body change trick that was supposed to happen that didn't work, or something to make it work, and Angie's not dead, and that's actually... Oh, well, no. We there was the body discovery announcement, and the fact that it was a... Like, I think they went up and confirmed that she's dead, so... Okay. When the cage was lifted out the sound, she's already dead.
Then?
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain this blood stain, yes? Huh? Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the moment the cage was lifted. That is a possibility. Iron cage has been added. Okay, show me what's up with the floorboard here. Ah, this floorboard is loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
Why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember
It
correctly,
wasn't like this before. It must have came loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. This floorboard is man. Can we go see what's under there? I feel like that's important. Hole in the corner? Small opening in the corner of the room. It's a good thing I checked that, because I would not have seen that. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
Is this?
A hole? Looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down there. What? Something dropped down there?
Got a minute?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
Okay.
That's a good idea. Thank you for actually proposing that. Okay. I think that's it for that. So let's talk to Himiko. You're probably having a bad day.
hey!
Himiko! Hey, Himiko! Be strong, Himiko!
Wait.
If you shake Himiko that much, she's gonna break.
But
she not talking! It's like Himiko not even here!
Like I thought.
She must be really shocked over Tenko. Let's leave her be for now. Okay. Himiko. It's not Himiko's best day.
why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta so ashamed. Why Gonta no could protect friends? Thank you, Kibo. You're doing the good stuff.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all. You're doing it, my friend. Korekio, you're probably a bit bummed.
That cannot
Why?
be.
Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course, I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? We performed all the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned about that than the murder.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summons Tenko's spirit this time.
This is stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True, it may be best to move past what happened to know why the seance failed.
Is that so?
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then Shuichi and Koki... Our names together are so tough to say. Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Kyo, you could have easily done something to the bottom, like had a knife or something under there dangling, I don't know. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles. This feels like it might have been a ploy by the student council that sorely screwed up. Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Yeah, that's a bad sound. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was a pretty loud sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
We called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed all the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First of all four of us removed the dog statue, then we took off the white cloth, and then... Yes, we've seen this. Himiko ran over the cage, and the moment she lifted it... I don't think she was... Because we saw the blood under there before, so no, it wasn't when she lifted it. And it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But it would be... would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside the cage, yes? Then when she killed.
Well, that's...
Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner? Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since this seance was clearly a sham. Maki was never one to pull her punches. Sound during seance has been added. Yep, that was a problem.
Hey!
Oh wow, we skipped the other two. Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor?
By the way,
Seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for a light?
That's true.
Let's bring a candle. With Kibo's light from up here, that should be fine.
okay.
Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Let's see here. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Oh wow, this is a rather large area. Why is there 2 sections of blood? That's already a problem. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues, I say in the void of darkness.
Well,
It'd look pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around in this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh! Okay, well there's our candle. Oh wow, it's actually a lot smaller. Okay, well there's a hole there. Some of the wood is corroded and is broken off, and you can see in the next room.
hey,
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part is rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through here.
that's true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? Then the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did all right because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in there.
Nope.
Then they could have used the light like we're doing right now.
Well,
True. They use the light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? I don't think it shines up. It's pretty thick there. Okay, yeah, there's a problem here. Ah, look, part of the cross piece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width, too. And from what I can see of it,
that's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. Question is why? Another cross piece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the cross piece supporting it has been cut out. The culprit... Are we not going to address the blood? Then why? Okay, well there's dried blood. So blood stain on the ground underneath the loose floorboard. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
hey,
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too. That's what I was kind of looking at. You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
what do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed?
That's true.
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But these blood stains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. That's definitely a problem. Okay, we'll look at this blood stain before we address the scythe in the room. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Just licks it, gives it a taste. Connor, what are you doing? Bloody sickle. Okay, well, we found the murder weapon. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
The blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this?
This came from my research lab. You use sickles?
Huh?
It did?
Well,
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. It can also be used to assassinate wheat. In fact, that's what it's kind of only actually good for. It can be thrown without losing any lethality. You can hide it under your clothes too. What are you talking about? This is... I know it's not a scythe, it's a sickle, so it's a small one, but still. If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
that's right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. But how would it still get behind? Like, you'd have to kind of go at a weird angle. How did the culprit attack Tenko in the cage? The blade could fit through the gaps in the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is about 3 feet high. If you were to stab it with a 6-inch blade, well, that's... Can we switch over to the better system? Can we say, like, it's a couple meters? It's 1.5 meters? Well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. I thought her posture...
Hey.
Didn't she have her hands on her neck, pretty much? So, how... Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
That's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floor in the dark. How would it land all the way over there, though? And better yet, sickle down. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those. That's what I assumed. Because we couldn't just get a person in the room, right? Well, that's a problem. I think we finished investigating here.
Is that all right?
Maki, you want to head back up? Glad you asked. I'm starting to get fed up with all this dust. Okay. After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation. Where else do we have?
By the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the Blacken we need to vote for is...
You're right.
the culprit from the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's?
Okay.
Yes, of course, yeah.
But
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, we need to reveal the truth of both their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way. But if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Yeah, let's get there pretty quickly. But where to? Where else is left at this point? When I came to the hallway, well, we'll find out right away. A scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. No! This boy tripping. I knew it! Okay, that's pretty good. That's not bad. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror? Okay, you know what? I can't even hate you after that. I'm starting to warm up to this dumb... It's like in a way that you like Loki from Marvel. You know, it's like, it's just... Oh, you... What are you doing? Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You stepped through a floorboard.
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard.
Got a minute?
If you're gonna lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there's no crosspiece supporting the floorboard, so I kinda stepped through. What bad luck. The crosspiece was gone. Does that mean... Oh, what? It's time. Okay, that was the best, though. Huh? I almost want to put that as a thumbnail.
Dreams. That's what the killing game is all about.
I almost want to put it as a thumbnail just to mess with people, just like he would. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that.
Killing game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games. They're all nothing compared to the killing game.
Please, I would rather play the killing game than play a mobile game.
The killing game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
I guess time's up.
Oh.
Ah, man, it's because of you guys I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What are you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately... Wait, is the page gone? What?
Man.
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the exact same way as in the picture. Not only that, he used the exact same tools, too. I'm suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. Had the class trial, so see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi's been a... Oi, bloody Kokichi! Alright, let's go to...
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see, so even she gets nervous
Do
sometimes.
you wanna die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? Ha! Okay, well, I guess it's time to run there. That's to the computer lab. Can we even go in there? No, we gotta head to Shrine of Judgment. Okay. Oh, Kokichi, you card. Like, it's amazing how I'm turning around on him. And it's amazing how I turned around on Angie so much, too. Shoutouts to the person who decided to try and spoil something, right after the, when I didn't react to Angie's death in a sad way. They, like, got super mad at me. Don't do that. I banned that person. I blocked them from ever commenting. If you're that person, let me just tell you, don't do that. Now that I think about it, you might have just been talking about, well, the death that just happened, you know, with Tenko there. But still, it can be seen as bad. Don't be a jerk. It's as simple as that. So, I'm not going to unban you. You can watch my videos. I'm not going to stop you, but sorry, man. Also, don't use a picture of Junko holding a Monokuma as a profile picture, because that's real big spoilers, man. I mean, that's how I had Junko spoiled for Danganronpa 1 for me. Why are you spoiling it for people? Don't do that. You know? Like, I get wanting a picture of Junko, but don't put it with Monokuma in her hands. It's just ruins it for everyone, man. Ice, we at the shrine. Here we are. Everyone together.
Dear.
It would appear we have all gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends mean that it's much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, Gonta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Maki Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. Y'all need to worry about our drowning numbers. Only... Ooh, what's... Dip craps? Dumb craps? Crap baskets? I don't know. Only dummies have died so far. There we go.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
Hoo-yah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Acceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable. Oh, that's so good.
rest in peace.
Atua, please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Anji, whom Atua loved most of all.
Well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua. Am I right, David Cage?
I also...
So what? Robots can believe in God. I can't take a picture because it's blocked after chapter 1. I was going to say take a picture, put it on Twitter saying, says David Cage. Darn it.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you going to say that for? Atua and ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is going to be tough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
All right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so...
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? I'm happy we're all in a good mood here. Alright. Well, we'll talk to a few people who... Himiko, how are you holding up? Yeah, that's about expected. Alright, so... we will be moving on to the trial next time, guys. A little bit of a shorter part, but that's okay. So we'll see you next time for some more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Ciao.
You can